If you are a fan of electric vehicles, you might want to brace yourself for some shocking news. The CEO of Jeep, one of the most iconic and popular brands in the automotive industry, has just issued a stern warning to all EV makers and customers. But is he right? Or is he just trying to protect his interests and resist the inevitable change? The CEO of Jeep is Carlos Tavares, who is also the CEO of Stellantis, the parent company of Jeep, and 13 other brands, including Chrysler, Dodge, Ram, Fiat, Peugeot, and Citroën. Tavares is a veteran in the automotive industry, having worked for Renault, Nissan, and PSA before joining Stellantis. He is known for his outspoken and unconventional views, and he is not afraid to challenge the status quo. In a recent interview with the Financial Times, he expressed his skepticism and criticism of the EV trend, and he made some bold and provocative statements that have stirred up a lot of debate and controversy. Carlos argues that EVs are worse than combustion vehicles for the environment, emissions, and resources. He claims that EVs are dirty at the source, depend on fossil fuel electricity, and need rare earth minerals that are mined harmfully and unfairly. He refers to a study that shows EVs have a higher carbon footprint in countries with unclean grids, such as China, India, and Russia, and a report that warns of the rising demand and scarcity of minerals for EV batteries and their impacts. Carlos also argues that EVs are not economically viable and are driven by subsidies and regulations that skew the market and create fake demand. He asserts that EVs are too costly and impractical for most consumers and only cater to a wealthy and urban niche. He also asserts that EVs are not profitable for the makers and are only made to meet emission standards and avoid government fines. He refers to a study that shows the average EV maker loses $9,000 per EV, and the EV industry could lose $60 billion by 2023. He also refers to a survey that shows the main obstacles to EV adoption are the high price, the low range, and the lack of charging stations. Carlos further argues that EVs are not socially beneficial and are detrimental to society and the culture. He contends that EVs do not suit the lifestyle and preferences of most people, especially those in rural areas who need more space, power, and versatility. He also contends that EVs disrespect the heritage and the identity of the brands, especially those with a strong legacy and a loyal fan base, such as Jeep. He refers to a video where he interviews a Jeep Wrangler forum and expresses his views on EVs and defends the values and vision of Jeep. Tavares warns EV makers and customers to abandon EVs and stick to combustion vehicles. However, many disagree with him and have counter-arguments and evidence that challenge his claims and support the EV trend. For example, some say that EVs are greener than combustion vehicles and can cut emissions and resources if powered by renewables such as solar, wind, and hydro. They also say that EVs can boost battery efficiency and durability and recycle and reuse materials to reduce waste and impact. They cite a study that shows EVs have a lower carbon footprint than combustion vehicles in most US regions, even with electricity and battery production. They also cite a report that shows the demand and supply of minerals for EV batteries can be balanced and managed with policies and practices. Some also say that EVs are more economical than combustion vehicles and are driven by innovation and competition that shape the market and create real demand. They say that EVs are getting cheaper and more practical for consumers and offer more value and benefits than combustion vehicles. They also say that EVs are getting more profitable for makers and are made to meet customer and environmental goals. They cite a study that shows the EV battery pack price has dropped by 89% since 2010, and the EV price will match a combustion vehicle by 2025. They also cite a report that shows the EV market share will grow from 4% in 2020 to 31% in 2030. The best we can do is to keep an open mind, to do our research, and to make our own choices. What do you think? Are you for or against EVs? Do you agree or disagree with Tavares? Let us know in the comments below, and that's it for this video. We hope you enjoyed watching it and learned something new. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon to get notified of our future videos. We have more amazing videos coming up, so stay tuned. Thank you for watching and see you next time.